Hello you gorgeous donuts. Today we're going to be reacting to one of the wildest videos I've ever seen. I do OnlyFans with my mom. What is the world coming to? Not with your own mother. Anyone but your mother. This has been uploaded by the YouTube channel Truly, which we have reacted to before, so let's just get into it and see what this is all about.
I was one of the first ever girls to make a profile on OnlyFans. Ellie's been...
Alright, weird flex, but okay. I was one of the founding mothers of the OnlyFans. I was on it when it was actually only called OnlyFans. So then they made it OnlyFans when everyone else joined. Hate to say it, but I was one of the first.
Ellie's been the driving force between us joining forces.
I make around 10 grand a month. We have random custom videos where people like us to eat desserts.
Here we go.
Right, I get that, right? I get, you know, you want to walk in your mother's footsteps, right? Join the family business, as it were. But you just don't have to do it together. You just not just do it individually, then you can kind of talk about why you're joining forces. This isn't a collab. This is not Spider-Man meeting up with the Avengers. This is wild. This takes bonding with your mother to a whole new territory.
A lot of people do find what we do is wrong, so obviously we're mother and daughter.
Yeah, that has something to do with it, I think. Maybe, you might be stretching with that one actually, love, now I think about it.
Did you work last night? I did, yeah. Made quite good money. Oh, lovely.
Hi, my name's Ellie.
I love that. They're acting as if, you know, like, I don't know, they've got like a marketing job, or, you know, they're working like a call centre. How'd you work last night? Yeah, how was it? Was it alright? Yeah, fine, yeah. God, those guys on the blower, they never stop, do they?
I'm 19 years young. I'm self-employed as an adult model. This is my mother.
Hi, I'm Gemma, aka Levi. I'm 37 years young.
Our relationship as mother and daughter, more like best friends.
I don't want to hear the rest of this. They're like best friends, sisters. I don't want to hear the rest of this one. That is interesting though, because obviously like the mother is what, 37. Like she's done this. She was on OnlyFans when it was the OnlyFans. It's interesting because I thought that like mothers might like kind of keep their children away from doing that. You know, you often hear with like, I know it's like a total different field, but like boxers, they often don't want their children to follow in their footsteps because it's brutal. This is brutal in a totally different way just because of people's opinions and like how much hate you get with it. It's interesting that she's kind of pushed her to do it, especially at such a young age.
You name
And now
it.
work colleagues.
Yes, and now we're work colleagues, which is interesting.
Oh, look at the dog, man. Look at the dog. The dog doesn't even want to be in. He's not even barking. He's like, thank the Lord, finally. Finally. There's a wall between me and them. They're trying to get me involved. Dog with a job. You're joking.
Mum is obviously my best friend, more like my annoying older sister, and also she's sort of like my manager.
A bit like her mentor.
Oh, this is dark. What, like, okay, like, fair play. Like, having your mum as a manager, someone that's in the industry, you know, at least, you know, hopefully they've got your best intentions at their heart and they're not going to F you over. But that just says to me that she's been pushed into doing this, or at least, like, subconsciously, a mum might have fed her stuff. Like, oh, you can do this, etc. And she's kind of made the decision to go ahead with it, thinking it's her own decision. Whew, I don't know how this one's going to progress.
How did you feel about your mum being a glamour model?
At first, sometimes it did sort of get to me and it did make me have an opinion on my mum's job. So growing up, I was always like, I'm never going to be like my mum.
Did you?
Yeah. And then obviously lockdown happened and
obviously I saw the Porsche and the Bentley. And I was like, actually, it's not that bad, is it, when you really look at it? Lockdown will pay for its crimes one day.
We're always oh, we've got to do this work. And then when it's done, you're like, great. I was quite...
Wait, they're complaining about doing 15 minutes of work. Like, unless it's really, really weird for them to do. Why they, like, that's 15 minutes? That's nothing. That's genuinely nothing. This video is probably going to be longer than 15 minutes.
I was quite surprised when Ellie joined my industry because she grew up wanting to work in an office and she had no interest in this line of work, whereas I wanted to do this from a very young age.
Now, that is interesting because obviously I'm taking the a little bit out of these two, but I've said this in videos before when especially the one I did on Lily Phillips on my main channel. The reason these two are doing videos together is because there's someone out there that wants it, and it's most likely a man. The fact that there's actually an audience in an industry for daughters and mothers to make this type of content together is sick. genuinely, it's sick. That's something that's not often discussed. They don't just do this for free. Like, there's people that would pay to see this. Like, them people are just walking past you in the street, just like, oh yeah, I'll go into Costa today. I'll get myself a latte. You don't deserve your latte, sir. Put it down.
A lot of men like to watch us eat dessert.
Good. Steady.
Sweets you don't really like because you haven't really got a sweet tooth. You find it sickly.
Yeah, to be fair, that was the one thing that I was really annoyed at. Like, why are they doing desserts? Why not mains? Why not starters? Why desserts? That is the biggest issue here. Oh, I can't do this, honestly. Trying to do sticky toffee pudding, trying to eat that on camera. That's the worst part about all of this, honestly. How about doing it with your daughter, love? In lingerie. Is that good? Is that alright? Is that the easy part? Is it? Is it? The more I react to the internet, the more I'm just convinced that we need to just shut it down. Can we turn it on and off again? That works, right?
Lots of stuff that people might not generally be able to tell their girlfriend they like, you know, and that's why they come to a girl on OnlyFans or web.
What? Wait, is there guys out there that I don't think that's the explanation here. Of course they could ask the girlfriend to eat dessert, but for some reason it gets them off more watching a daughter do it with her mum. That's something just unfortunately their partner probably can't supply to them because they're a normal person.
I think guys like to see that we're just having a bit of a giggle and a bit of a laugh. There's other stuff that I won't do, like baked beans. A lot of guys like, you know, you're in a bath of baked beans and stuff.
Oh, I love her now. That's my queen right there. She draws the line at baked beans. That's a queen for you. It's like dessert I'll do, but baked beans, behave yourself, fella. Do you think I'm sick, do you? Eating baked beans with me daughter? Nah, come on. What do you think this is? Some sort of freak show? Don't care if they are Heinz. Not for me. Glad that she does draw the line somewhere. I was worried about that.
Fair enough if we was doing anything totally illegal or weird, then that is wrong. But the things we do, it's not wrong at all. We're literally having fun and getting paid for it.
That's interesting that in their own minds they don't believe they're doing anything wrong as such. I guess, like, they've only told us one strand of their content, eating desserts. I guarantee they probably do more than that. Surely. Like, unless that's a very specific niche. I have no idea. I do think it's still a little bit odd that you're creating like a nature around your relationship as mother and daughter. Like, you can't get away from that. You're not just eating desserts. Like, if you were just eating desserts normally, you just wear your normal clothes, etc. It's still like very centered around kind of in a way. It just makes me think, who is watching this? Like, who is the guy in his room paying for this? Is he eating along at home? Is this some sort of, like, you know, interactive mukbang that's going on here? I need to know.
People talking about arses, how we can be trashy, or ugh, how can you do that with your mum? I could never do that with my mum.
Honestly, some people have called us trashy because we chew with our mouth open. They're like, have you got no manners, have you not? I didn't mind it until your mouth was bloody open, love, you bloody fiend. I just know, like, because obviously she's 19, she left school, what, like 3 years ago, is that? You just know, like, the people at school are going to be like, you seen what Stacey's doing? Making OnlyFans with her ma. Honestly, Shawaz was a bit odd though, wasn't she? Shawaz,
This one's £100 a minute, he wants 7 minutes. We need to go to the shop and get some dessert.
Wait a minute, it's £100 a minute and he's paid for 7 minutes, so he's paid them 700 quid to eat desserts on... Take back everything I said in this video. I'm off to in Aldi to get a sticky toffee pudding. See you in a bit, guys. This 700 quid. Might as well buy like some profiteroles. Treat yourself. Get yourself some millionaire shortbread. 700 quid. Wow. Rich people are weird. Unless, imagine if that was on like a credit card. That would. Oh my lord. The deeper you think of this, the darker it gets. Imagine he's done it on like a joint account with his partner. Darren, where's 700 quid gone to mother and daughter eating dessert? What's that? Oh, nothing. No, nothing, love. Honestly, nothing. You don't want to know.
Spend a lot of time getting the new customers in and stuff, but now I'm a bit more chilled out with it. I feel like I'm retired at the moment because I am just sort of just pottering around in the garden.
Passing the baton on. That's what we like to see. Coming to the end of our career, right? Just you know, just kind of managing our game time. This is mad. We react to some mad stuff.
Right, shall we go get ready?
Let's go, sister.
Get this filmed.
It's wild because I don't know if they're looking at it, like, I don't know if the mum's looking at this as a sexual thing because she's so probably desensitized to it because she's done it so long. But the fact, you know, like, she's literally pushed this human out of her. She's raised her from a child. I just don't know how you could ever see your daughter. Like, how could you ever see her do something like this? Especially with you. That's where you've got to take a step back and be like, this is a little bit weird. Like, they don't think it's weird at all. Like, obviously, I haven't got anyone else's opinions here. I'll hear your opinions when this video goes out. But am I bad for still finding this weird? Let me know. I'm interested to hear your opinions. Because they don't think it's bad, and, you know, they're not hurting anyone, I guess. Oh, no, they're not going to show, are they?
Yeah. Ready?
Hi. Oh, wow.
Oh, I can't. No. Take back again everything I just tried to look from their perspective with. This is not on, guys. This fucking horrific. Awful. Oh, it's woeful. It's absolutely woeful though, isn't it? Like, the mom's behind. Like, making weird noises while her daughter eats mousse. What's coming on, man? This is not it. This. Not it. This. Nah, not it. Nah, mate, nah. Not it.
This is extra yummy today. Yeah. Now we've both got
It's the noises, man. It's the noises. What's with the noises? Let's cut out the noises. Oh, no. Stop it. Stop that immediately. It's so weird. It's the fact they don't even put the blinds down. They just let the whole world see. All right, neighbours. Getting some of this free content, are you? Where's the dog? You've got to have sympathy for the dog. Putting the dog through this, man.
We love you.
See you soon.
Bearing in mind, by the way, that this was the 15 minutes that they were like humming and hawing about being like hard and horrible. All they did was eat mousse and do really weird noises. That was nothing. 700 quid for that? Are you joking? I'd eat mousse every freaking day. By myself, obviously. I'm not getting any siblings or any family members involved. That was nothing. I mean, I guess you've got to split it two ways, like 350, and then you've got to take away the mousse, so you're probably coming out with 340. But still, that's a canny 15-minute rate. Some people don't even make that a week.
So we're going to go live and people have to tip. So we've got some whipped cream.
Lovely.
Trifle. Who's going to tip Baz? Yeah! I hope you've got lots of room in there, Mackenzie.
Pardon me for a second, guys. I'm just going to vomit. Why do they speak as if they're speaking to like a child? Do you know what I mean? They're talking really weirdly. I can't work it out. I can't work out who the target audience is here. They're speaking like how Mr. Tumble would speak, but like making it seductive. It's weird.
I feel like my life has drastically changed since I've been doing this job. So.
Yeah. And I think it's made you more confident.
I think it's just because what it like connotes, like what they're inferring they're doing is like really wrong. Even though they're not doing, you know, like very bad things, it's still what it's alluding to. It's just, in my opinion, it's just off a little bit. I hope when this video comes out, I'm not seen as a bit of a knob.
I can see why others might find our family a bit extraordinary.
But to us, it's just normal and it's a bit of harmless fun. We're happy.
I don't find you extraordinary at all, if I'm being honest. You know, they're quite the opposite, actually. But it you know, from her perspective, like, you know, if she really doesn't find this weird that she's doing it with her mum and she's making 10 grand a month, like, from her perspective, how is she ever gonna go and get like a regular job? Because she's gonna earn a fraction of that money. I don't know if she's had a job before, but she thought 15 minutes of doing that was like really difficult. So imagine I work like 9-hour shifts for like a quarter, if that, a month. I feel like this is gonna have, like, you know, quite lasting effects as you get older, because obviously you can't do this forever unless they do. I don't know how much longevity is in this content, if I'm honest. And we've seen with like these kind of people that do these content, you know, they're always trying to stretch the boundaries. So I just hope that if they do continue doing this, they just continue what they're doing and they don't take it any further, because that is where it gets into really, really muddy waters and illegal. They actually did a follow-up video to this where the mom dated men for a daughter to go out with. What is going on here? This is just insane. She's basically on a scouting mission to find her daughter a boyfriend.
And I'm here today having afternoon tea with an unsuspecting guy who I'm vetting for my daughter Ellie. Ellie's previous partners have all been intimidated by me, and good reason. None of them have been good enough for her.
Oh, I I feel a little bit sorry for this Ellie. Like, what do you mean none of them have been good enough for her and they've all been intimidated by me? That is a red flag. That, like, it's quite, I don't know if it's controlling. You know, like, obviously we know very little about the dynamic here, but she's got her doing what she does. Like, no man is good enough for her. Like, she's, like, really controlling over who she sees. She's dating the people that her daughter's gonna go out with before she meets them. This is, like, really controlling.
What do you do for work?
I'm a policewoman.
Swear down.
No, I'm not. I'm actually an OnlyFans model.
What?
This is bad. This is what am I watching right? Who's the producer of this? I want to know. I want to just ask them a few questions. Who produced this shite?
She's got to be bad and naughty for one. For two.
Bad and naughty?
Yeah, of course.
Something to your potential mother-in-law.
Your daughter's got to be like proper now. Trust me.
My daughter will not be bad and naughty.
But she does only. So of course she's.
I know,
she's on
but
that
that's an act.
This is just weird. Really, really odd. Really odd. Did nobody tell this man prior to going in that the girl that he's actually going to be dating does only with a man? I feel like he should have prior knowledge to that before he wastes his time here. Also, this guy doesn't seem like the greatest guy ever. Where have they got this guy from? He wants a girl who's bad and naughty, and he cheats on his partners. What are we doing here? We're scraping the barrel, aren't we?
Do you have your own place?
I live with mummy.
Oh, that's nice. And what's your mum like?
She's nice. She's nice.
She's nice. I have a lot of fun memories with her, especially when we eat tiramisu on camera together. That's probably my favourite thing about my mother, actually. What about you? This is just f***ing odd.
The fact that they do OnlyFans together, I find it a bit weird, because obviously it's a mother and daughter doing it, but if that's the hustle that they've wanted to choose, then I'm all for it.
Fair play, fella. Fair play. I also found an article from the mother where it says that she loves being complimented so much that she had a Brazilian butt lift to look more like her daughter. Now, obviously, I'm pretty sure that they're actually illegal in this country. I don't know if she's went somewhere else to get that. Ever since my daughter Ellie was small, she's had the perfect J-Lo butt, whereas mine has always been flat. What do you mean ever since she's been small? Like, why are you objectifying your daughter like that from, like, she's only 19 now. So that's clearly when she was really young. You were saying she has a butt like J-Lo? Sorry, did I just read that right? I've just processed what I've just said. I was a strict mum when Ellie was growing up. I split up with her dad quite early on, and he lives in Newcastle, so it's just been the two of us. What? He's one of us. I need to find out who this man is. I might bump into him in Aldi. There's a bit of body rivalry between us. She's got a lovely figure, and as I get older, it's harder to keep mine. What do you mean you've got a body rivalry with your daughter? The language she uses is really... Why are you in competition with your daughter? That's like the creepiest thing I've ever heard. When I'm trying to think of this from their perspective, the only thing I can think that is positive is they're spending a lot of time together. They probably do have a good bond, and they probably get on really well, and they've probably got a great relationship. It's just a little bit off, isn't it? Guys, please let me know your opinions on this. Am I way off with this? Am I being too harsh? Are you on their side? Give us your overriding opinion. I'm interested. And if you want to watch my previous video where I reacted to another Truly video on an influencer mom who doesn't let her kids go to school and that actually work for her, click this video or watch a brand new video from me right now, right here. Go on, through the back door. There we go.
Kirkham, baby.